morning, scientists. Welcome to Parineeti's classes. I'm a friend Parineeti Talbot, and today we'll be learning about census. Let's get started. Do you know what a census is? A census is a super special count where the government asks questions to learn about people. They ask things like, how many people live in your home? What, how old are you? What kind of job do you have? At first, it might feel a little curious or even confusing. Like, why do they want to know all that? But don't worry, the census is there to help. When the government knows these details, they can make better choices for everyone. They mean that means they know when we need more schools, more doctors, and even more parks. So the census is like a giant survey that makes sure we all have what we need to live a happy, safe, and healthy life. Isn't that cool? A long time ago, even ancient civilizations like the mighty Roman Empire did something like a census to keep track of their people. Can you imagine that? That's really old. Later, in the United States, the very first modern census happened in 1790. Back then, people were probably curious and maybe a little nervous about answering these questions. But it helped the country learn more about its people. And guess what? Today, countries all around the world do their census. Some do it every 10 years, some more often, but they all have the same goal to understand their people better so they can make smart decisions for everyone. That means more schools, more hospitals, more parks, and more happy families. So, when we think about census, we can feel proud, knowing it helps take care of us, just like it has for thousands of years. A census is like asking families lots of interesting questions to learn about them. The question can be about people, like how old you are, if you are married, your race or ethnicity, and whether you are male or female. It also asks about some jobs, like do you have a job? What kind of work do you do? And even how much money people make. Now that might feel a little personal, but remember, it's just to help. The census also wants to know about homes, like do you own or rent your home? What kind of house do you live in and how many people live there? All of this helps the government understand and people what people need, so they can make smart choices about building more schools, creating more jobs, and making sure there are enough homes for everyone. And that means we can feel safe, happy, and hopeful about our future. The information from a census is super powerful. It helps the government make better decisions for everyone. It shows them what people really need, like better schools, more learning, or more jobs, so families can feel secure. The census also helps decide where money should go to build strong roads, fun parks, and safe hospitals. That makes communities feel happy and healthy. And here's something really important. The census also helps decide how many people get to represent each area in the government. That way, everyone's voice is heard and decisions can be made fairly. So, when you think about census, you can feel proud, knowing it helps make your community stronger and your future brighter. Counting everyone in a census isn't always easy. Some groups of people, like those without homes or Families who are new immigrants can be hard to reach. Sometimes people might feel worried about sharing their personal information because they want to keep it private, right? Private. It can also be tricky in places that are far away or very rural, where it's harder to visit every single home. These challenges can make it tough to get a full and accurate count. That might feel a little frustrating, but the census is still very important. By trying our best to count everyone, we make sure that all people get what they need, like schools, doctors, and safe communities. So even if it's a little hard, the census is about being fair and making sure no one is left out. The census isn't just for the big government, it also helps in our own communities. Local leaders use census information to plan for things like new schools so kids can learn and some safe hospitals so families can stay healthy and parks so everyone can play and feel happy. But guess what? Businesses use census data too. They learn where people live and what they need, so they can open new stores in the right places. That helps families feel excited because they get more choices nearby. And even researchers like teachers and scientists at schools and universities use census data. They study how communities work, what challenges people face, and how to make life better for everyone. So the census is really like a giant teamwork tool, helping leaders, businesses, and researchers work together to build stronger, happier communities. Today, technology plays a big role in the census. Instead of only using paper forms, the government now uses digital tools and online surveys. That makes it faster and easier for families to share their information. Technology also helps reach more people, even in places that are far away. That can make us feel hopeful because more voices get counted. But here's something important. With all this new technology, people want to be sure their information stays safe and private. Some families may feel a little worried about sharing online, so the big challenge is finding a balance, using technology to make things quicker while still protecting everyone's privacy. When that happens, people can feel confident and trusting in the census. The census is super important. It helps us understand how many people live in a place, what they need, and how our communities are changing over time. This information helps the government plan for better schools so kids can learn, more jobs so families feel secure, and services like hospitals and parks so everyone can stay healthy and happy. But here's the key. The census only works if everyone takes part. By filling it out, you're helping to make sure your community's voice is heard and your needs are counted. When we all join in, we help build a brighter future for ourselves, our families, and our neighborhoods. That's something to really feel proud about. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.